Before the rise of empires and the spread of new faiths, the people of the North held sacred the forces of nature, the wisdom of their ancestors, and the gods who walked among them. This was the way of the Norse, a path of strength, honor, and fate woven by the Norns themselves. But what did they believe? And how can we walk this path today? What is Norse paganism? Norse paganism, often called heathenry, is the spiritual belief system of the Old Norse people before the coming of Christianity. It was a faith deeply rooted in the land, an animistic and polytheistic tradition where nature itself was alive with spirits, and the gods shaped the world's destiny. Unlike religions of the book, Norse beliefs were passed through sagas, poems, and oral traditions, stories sung around firelight, held sacred by skalds and wise ones. The Norse saw life as a great tapestry woven by the Norns, three divine sisters who spun the threads of fate. Destiny was not written in stone, but shaped by action, honor, and will. The gods and spirits. At the heart of Norse belief stood a pantheon of mighty gods. Odin, the one-eyed wanderer, ever in search of wisdom. Thor, protector of Midgard, wielder of Mjolnir, guardian of gods and men. Freyja, mistress of magic, love, and war, her chariot pulled by great cats. Loki, the trickster, ever cunning, ever shifting between ally and adversary. But beyond the gods, the Norse honored many beings: the Landvættir, spirits of the land, the elves who walked between worlds, and the honored dead who watched over their kin. To live well was to earn the favor of these forces, to be part of a world where the seen and unseen walked side by side. How did the Norse practice their faith? The Norse did not build temples of stone, nor did they kneel before their gods. Their worship was woven into the rhythms of life. They held blóts, sacred offerings of mead, food, or sacrifice, given to gods and spirits beneath open sky. They drank in sumbels, raising horns in honor of the gods, their ancestors, and the great deeds of old. Some walked the path of the Seder, wielding the power of fate through trance and magic, seeking visions of what was to come. But at its core, the Norse way was not built on fear nor on dogma. It was a way of action, honor, and courage. To live rightly was itself an act of devotion. How can we practice Norse paganism today? The old ways are not lost. They have only been waiting. To walk the Norse path today does not require Viking blood, only an open heart and a strong will. Start small, light a candle, pour a drink, and raise a toast to the gods. Speak their names. Feel the old ways stir. Read the Poetic Edda, the sagas that hold their stories. Learn of Yggdrasil, the great world tree, and of the cycles of fate that still turn today. Honor the festivals of old, Yule, Midsummer, the equinoxes. Stand beneath the same sun and stars that watched over the ancestors. And most of all, live with honor, for it is not words, but deeds that echo through the halls of the gods. The old ways are not lost. They are waiting, in the whisper of the wind, in the call of the raven, in the courage of those who choose to remember. The gods are still watching. The question is, will you walk their path?